Do you love your life? You don't need money, you don't need time, you don't need effort, you don't need anything. I hated my job. This business really changed my life. You probably shouldn't be in business anyway. What's up, YouTube? So I figured I'd make this video because it is absolutely pouring outside and I don't have much else to do. I got all my jobs done earlier today, so I figured I'd make a YouTube video. And I figured I'd make this YouTube video about a questionnaire that I created on my business Instagram. And I got a lot of questions about my business and windshield repair, and then I got a few questions about personal life too. So I figured I'd throw it all in there and just create a video on it. So let's go ahead and get into the questions. So the first question I got was, do I need money to start repairing rock chips? The answer to this is yes, you do. I don't care what anyone says, you need money to start any business. Doesn't matter what business you start, you need money to start it. A lot of people are going to tell you that you don't need money, you don't need time, you don't need effort, you don't need anything. You just start making money, you start grabbing money off the tree, and you become a multimillionaire, easy as that. But no, that's not how it works. It's not how business works. You need money to start any business, and you need money to make money at the end of the day. That's just the cold, hard truth of it. So with repairing rock chips and starting a windshield repair business, yes, you need money. Do you need a lot of money? No, you don't need a lot of money. Quite honestly, windshield repair is probably one of the few businesses that I've seen that you don't need very much money to start. At least when I started, I didn't need very much money to learn the business, to actually get the tools, to get all the material that I needed to start a business, like business cards, business shirts, stuff like that. Setting up my business with my entity, setting up my business license, all of that stuff. You need money to pay for all that stuff. So there is no business model out there that you can just start and not spend a dime on it. So you're gonna need money to start. But with windshield repair, it's not very expensive to start. When I first started, I didn't spend very much money at all, and that's really what got me into windshield repair. I noticed that I didn't have to spend very much money to get in. The low barrier of entry was what was really made it attractive to get into the business. So you really don't need very much money to start a windshield repair business, but you do need money. You have to invest into the business, and if you're not willing to invest into your own business, then you probably shouldn't be in business anyway. All right, next question is, what are your goals with your windshield repair business? So I have a lot of goals in life and with business, not just my windshield repair business, but in life as well, and with other endeavors that I'm doing. But with my windshield repair business, I really want to get someone on and actually start contracting out the work to them, just so I'm not spending so much time actually doing the repairs. I would much rather just hire someone out, pay them, and have them do the repairs. That way I can spend my time on other things, such as the training program that I created, as well as just any endeavors that I want to do. Because with windshield repair, I figured out how to find clients and really how to stay busy with windshield repair, and that's what I'm doing right now. I'm very busy with windshield repair. I'm very busy with all my endeavors that I'm doing, so I really want to get someone on to actually do those repairs for me. In the training program, I do have some people that are in my area, so it works out great. I can hire out those people because I trained them, I showed them windshield repair, and I showed them how to build their own business. So I would definitely like to actually contract out that work to them and basically kind of free up some of my time so I can work on the program and work on all the other things that I'm doing. But in terms of windshield repair, I think it is a very great business to get into and actually scale up. Really easy to make money with the business, so I really want to scale it up and actually continue to get more clients, continue to get more customers, build that business up, and kind of get my hands off of it a little bit. That way I can hire out people to do the work for me, but still kind of keep that name. And that's kind of my goal with my windshield repair business. But my goals with other businesses, I know you didn't ask, but I'm gonna answer it anyway. I really want to help more people get into the business. Honestly, this business really changed my life. It sounds so cliche, it sounds ridiculous to say that, kind of weird coming out of my mouth, but I really enjoy this business a lot. It's not the sexiest business out there. It's not the coolest business, but I heard someone say that it doesn't matter. Actually, it was Iman Gaji. He said that his business model wasn't the coolest business to do. It's not the coolest looking business, but it's practical, and practical businesses make money. So as long as you're making money in a practical business, then it doesn't matter if it's cool or not cool. Obviously, it matters if you like it and whatnot, but you definitely want to make sure that it is practical and it's actually making money for you. So with that said, I want to help more people get into the business, and I want to show others what windshield repair can do for them, because I was in a situation and in a predicament where I hated my job, I hated my life, I did not like where I was at in life, I didn't like my day-to-day, I hated everything about it, and I needed to change. And I saw that I needed to start a business, and I needed to actually create my own schedule, create my own paycheck basically, and I figured that the only way to do that was to start a business. Tried to start very many businesses, but none of the thing worked really. I tried a lot of different things, real estate, I tried social media marketing, all that stuff, all the typical entrepreneur businesses that people get into. And then I stumbled across Windshield Repair and kind of fell in love with it, and I saw that it made money. I started making money with it right away, so that was what really got me into the business. And honestly, I just want to show people what it did for me, and I want to show people what it can do for them as well. It's really not that hard to start. It doesn't take very much money to start, and I think it's a really, really good business model to actually get into when you know nothing about business and you know nothing about making money aside from your 9-to-5 job. So that kind of leads into the third question: can you make a good income off repairing windshields? So I tell people this all the time. I always use this example. 100K a year is $274 a day or $276 a day or something like that. When you break it down like that, it's really not that much money. So if you think about windshield repair, for example, you charge $80 per chip. That's what I charge. That's what I tell people to charge. That's what usually the national average is anywhere from $75, $80 or so. If you charge $80 per chip and you did 4 repairs, that's $320 for 4 repairs. That's over 6 figures a year. That's really not that hard to do. I tell people all the time, go throughout a parking lot. If you can find 4 cars with rock chips, do you think that you can, at least charge them $80 to repair that rock chip? Let's just say you found 10 cars. Let's say you found 20 cars. Let's say you found 50 cars. And you just had 10% of those people message you and set up an appointment to do their rock chip. It's honestly not that hard to find these people. There's various other ways to do it. I talk about it in my training program, but I do a lot of advertising on Instagram. I do a lot of advertising on Facebook. There's so many different ways to find these clients, but at the end of the day, all it takes is 4 repairs per day, less than that, 3.5 repairs per day, just to hit that 6-figure mark per year. So you can make pretty good money with windshield repair. The only thing is you just got to find these clients. Just like any other business, you got to find clients, you got to find people to pay you. But with windshield repair, since it's a service that we are offering that is in need, people need it, it happens every single day, then it's really not that hard to make money. So the next question is, I thought about a detailing business, but windshield repair seems like a good idea. Thoughts? You're asking the guy that does windshield repair. So I think windshield repair is better than detailing in terms of the barrier of entry. With detailing, I looked into it as well when I was getting into business and I wanted to start a business. But with detailing, it takes a lot of money to start. You gotta buy the equipment, you gotta buy a lot of equipment, you gotta buy all the materials that you need. It also is kind of saturated. There is a lot of people that do detailing. In my area, there is a lot of detailers that I meet just doing this business. So I think that, starting a detailing business, just depending on your area, it is a kind of a saturated market. So you're probably gonna find a lot of detailers. So you're gonna have a lot of competition. So, getting into any business that has a lot of competition isn't the most smart idea. That obviously proves that it works. So, if you're looking for something that works, and yes, detailing does work because there is a lot of people that do it. Now with windshield repair, there's not very many people that do it. So it kind of, begs the question, does it work? Can you make money with it? And, that's what I was thinking when I first started this business. I was like, there's not a lot of people in my area doing this. I know a couple, but it doesn't seem like the biggest business. Doesn't seem like very many people do it. Does that mean that it's not a good business? And I didn't, actually realize the answer to that until I actually got into the business and started doing windshield repair. So the answer to that is no, there's a lot of money to be made with windshield repair. Just because there's not a lot of people doing it, that doesn't mean that you can't make money with it. So you really just got to figure out how to market it and actually how to find these clients and actually be good at what you do. You want to make sure that you're good at what you do, whether you're doing detailing or windshield repair or any service-based business. You want to make sure that you're good at what you do. So if you're kind of torn between detailing or windshield repair or any other service-based business, my recommendation would be to look at the competition, look in your area, make sure that, there's not a lot of people doing whatever you're looking to get into, because if there is, you're going to have that competition. And usually those businesses, they've already built up their business, they already have their clientele, they already have customers, they already know how to market it, blah, blah, blah. So you want to make sure that you're getting into a business that isn't necessarily big, but you want to make sure that there is some people in the business and it actually does work. The business model does work. All right, so the next question is, do you love your life? And this is pretty cool. Yes, I do love my life. but there's always, you know, that next step that you want to search for or reach. I do love my life though. I am very grateful for my life because I can look back a couple years ago and I can see where I was mentally, and I just really wasn't, you know, all there mentally. I didn't like what I was doing. I didn't like my career. I didn't like you know, too much about my life because of my career, because of my day-to-day. So now that I look at my life, I do love my life. It has been much better than it was. There's always that, you know, next step that I want to look towards though. So, you know, I do love my life. I love it a lot. I'm very grateful for everything I have. I have, you know, a beautiful little family. I got awesome dogs, a beautiful girlfriend, awesome girlfriend. And, you know, I make a lot more money now. That's always a big thing, you know, making money and just making sure that you can provide for others and provide for yourself and just be comfortable is super important. So, yes, I do love my life. It's awesome, but there is that next step that I need to get to, that I want to get to, that I have goals. You know, there is a lot more to life that I want to reach. And yeah, next question is, what is your daily routine? So a lot of people talk about daily routine. I've seen a lot of videos about daily routine too, or like a morning routine or a nightly routine, and I don't think it's that important, to be honest. I saw Alex Hormozy talk about this, and he says he basically just wakes up and gets to work. And that kind of resonated with me a lot because I've seen other people say, okay, I get up, I run 5 miles, I take a cold shower, I have a big breakfast, I meditate, I journal, I read. I do a, you know, a 5-hour long morning routine, and then I start my day with whatever I have to do. I didn't like that. I wake up and that's when I feel most energized. I want to start working right away. I wake up and I don't want to look at my phone, but I do want to look at my phone because I want to catch up on the night basically. So I don't really believe in like a routine necessarily, but there are some non-negotiables that I do. What I do is I get up, I brush my teeth first thing because my mouth is disgusting in the morning, and then I take a shower. Because that kind of wakes me up and just gets me like ready to start the day pretty much. And then I, you know, basically check my phone, check my computer, and get to work basically. I start working on whatever I have to do. If I'm doing windshield repairs that day, usually I wake up a few hours early before I have my first one just to kind of eat and, you know, get the day started, and then go out and do the repairs. Usually I try to set them up all in the morning. That way I can get them done in the morning, be done with them early day, and kind of work on whatever I have to work on later on in the day. But if I'm not doing repairs, then I like to actually get up and start working to be productive. You know, I don't do that cold shower stuff. I actually hate cold showers. They suck. Maybe I just haven't seen the benefits of them, but essentially I don't really like that stuff. I don't really like the routine type deal that most people push. I just like to get to work, and that's why when Alex Hormozy said that, it kind of resonated with me a lot because that's what I like to do. I like to just get up and start my day and get to doing the things that I want to do. So the next one is, I saw you do jiu-jitsu. I want to try it too. Definitely think you should. Jiu-jitsu is awesome. It's a great workout. When I first started jiu-jitsu, I didn't really like lifting. I didn't really like going to the gym and lifting weights and whatnot. I sometimes do that now. I never really enjoyed it that much as much as most people do. That's why I figured I'd get into like an MMA gym or just some martial art and try that out. So when I did try that out, I figured that it was so much fun. I saw that it was, you know, a lot of fun and a really, really good workout. Jiu-jitsu is awesome. I always mix it up with Muay Thai and boxing and wrestling and stuff like that too, but jiu-jitsu is my first love. I love jiu-jitsu so much. Once you start training, you kind of realize that it is more than just a sport, really. It's more than that. It's kind of like therapy to some people. For me, it is therapy. When you get on the mats and you start rolling with people and you start learning the art and actually training jiu-jitsu, you don't think about anything else. If you have a hectic life, if you want to get away from thinking about, you know, your day-to-day all day, which is super important to do. That's why meditation's good, and, you know, therapy's good, and all that, and hobbies are good. It's important to, you know, get away from that sometimes and actually, you know, do something to where you can just not remember anything about life, and you don't think about life, you don't think about your problems, you don't think about anything, and you kind of just, you know, get into that zone. And that's what jiu-jitsu does for me. Once I'm on mats, I don't think about anything else except, you know, learning the art and just learning about jiu-jitsu. So, you know, it's basically like therapy to me, and it's also a really, really good workout, and it's really good to know, you know, because you never know when you're going to need it, and you never know when you're going to need self-defense, and you never know when the time arises where you need to, you know, choke someone out. So, all right, one more here. Is this business you do hard to get up and running? No, it's not. You just have to know how to do it, right? You got to know how to repair rock chips. You got to know how to start a business, I guess, or yeah, at least you have to learn how to start a business. It's not hard to do. It's not hard to get up and going. It's not hard to make money with the business, but you definitely want to make sure that you're doing a proper job when you're doing these repairs. So it's important that you get training. It is important that you know what you're doing first. You know the theory behind it, and then it's just practice from there. I tell people all the time, you can, think that you know how to repair a rock chip and you can give it a shot and maybe you could do it, but I think it's important that you learn from someone that's already been there, done that, and that knows what they're doing, and they can teach you the proper ways to do this. It's not hard to start. It's not hard to get up and going, but there are some non-negotiables in there to where you have to kind of, learn the proper way and actually get trained on it. And it's just easier if you have someone that's showing you the ropes and that's showing you what to do and what not to do. And that's kind of what I wanted to do with my program, is kind of show people what to do and what not to do. I already went through those trial and error phases, and I want to show others what they can actually accomplish when they don't go through those trial and error phases, and they can kind of get to that point a lot quicker. I had success with the business, but I could have had a lot more success with the business if I learned from someone that's already been there and done that. So that's what I wanted to do and help people with. I wanted to show people exactly what to do, what not to do, and what works and what doesn't work. That way they can actually start making money right away and actually have success with the windshield repair business. But it is not very hard to start. That's what got me into the business. I was like, you know what? I don't really know too much. I don't have very many skills, and I want to kind of learn this and see if it works, and it did. So yeah, it's not very hard to actually get up and going. So that's all I got. Now, I would like to do more of these. That's actually pretty cool. I like making these videos about these questions, and I kind of like getting questions about my personal life too. So if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Maybe I'll go through any comments, or if I do get comments on questions, I'll go through those and make another video on it. Ask about business, ask about life, ask about self-improvement, any of the stuff that I talk about. And yeah, maybe I'll make another one of these videos. So thanks for watching. I appreciate you all. I'm at almost like 600 subscribers at this point, so that's pretty cool. I'd like to make more videos, so give me some content to create, ask me some questions, and maybe I'll do some more of these videos. More on windshield repair too coming to the channel, so if you are interested in windshield repair, definitely stay tuned for all of that information, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.